Systema means the system. It's a way of getting to know your system. Everybody's got their own system. The best martial artists are people who have been able to figure out how their body functions optimally, how their mind affects their body, and how this all works in unison. We're trying to put people in positions where they get in touch with themselves and have to get over that struggle. A lot of what we're doing in the first part of the session today was locks and control and how to escape from it. And the beauty of it is that you see people get totally locked in their own mind. The moment that you realize, oh wait a second, it's only my elbow that's locked, I can move my shoulder, and then everything else comes into play. And these little moments, you see it click in people's heads sometimes and something changes in their work. But it does require a level of patience beyond what you'll see in most other martial arts.
For me, Systema is the way to restore the balance in my life, whether it's in conflict or not. Sometimes balance is restored with breathing, with movement, sometimes with fighting. But usually it's just about me going back to stable base state.
I think Systema helps in being more central, being fine with pain although it hurts. Like, for example, in a practical situation, keeping a clear head about what your options are in a threatening situation.
I mean, I've been trying these breath techniques, breathing techniques that I learned in Systema, and they help me to stay focused and concentrate longer periods.
We work a lot with breathing and moving. Something we do all the time, but we don't think about it. We're constantly breathing, we're constantly moving, but how can we bring that into a play where we're actually using it effectively? And how many of us are really moving and breathing inefficiently? How much stress comes from just not knowing how to breathe correctly? Because one thing is spending time on getting comfortable and relaxed and present, in tune with yourself. But how do you bring that state of mind into a stressful situation? How do you retain it when things aren't quite optimal for that state? We see that it falls apart a lot. You can spend an hour calming people down and then tell them to go fight in the corner, and everybody's arousal levels peak. Everything falls apart but now I'm stressed and I'm not paying attention to myself anymore. How am I supposed to be efficient? Try to break that down, isolate aspects of our psyche and of our movement, and work with it in a way that allows us to experience gradual levels of this under stress, and then hopefully be able to bring that state of mind into it. In Systema, we work with concepts like sincerity and honesty, and we mean this in a way that if I'm training with you, my goal is to be sincere and honest with you because I want nothing less from you. If you're doing bullshit work to me, I'm not going to learn anything. I'll learn how to do bullshit. But if you give me an honest movement, that'll teach me something. And if you're doing this honest movement with a clean slate, with an empty intention, right? Not with an intention of hurting me to break me or to win, then you get honest work.
I think I learned a lot about my pain threshold, to deal with pain, to accept it and embrace it and not be afraid of it.
Today we have prison guards, martial arts teachers from a whole wide variety of martial arts. We have businessmen from all over the world, and we have people who just regular civilians who want to learn how to be a little more balanced or how to pay a little more attention to what's going on inside them.
I think Systema helps a lot in this situation where you can still, even though there's a lot of pressure or fear, you'll be able to think properly in a logical way.
David's trained with the best. He learned from the true fathers of this martial art. He is one of the few people who understands that teaching is an art in itself. So one thing is being a good practitioner. You can be absolutely amazing at something, but how do you transmit that knowledge to someone that allows them to understand it on the level that you do? This is a different art, and that's what I think he's best at. He's really great at seeing the situation, being humble, taking it to a level that we all understand.
It's really inspiring to meet a guy like David and like all the other instructors, that they just come and they show you things and techniques and stuff, but it's up to you to accept it and make it your own.
For us, we need to be able to restore the balance. And if you're doing the Systema now, I hope you're doing it at 50, at 60, and at 100 too.
We're really genuinely here to help each other learn and deal with the many stressful situations that life brings us.
My experience so far is very positive.
Okay, I can recommend it actually for everyone.
Certainly beneficial for survival and yeah, being fine.
Enough talking, and thanks ever so much for training with us today. Thank you.